Of course, Chris Parker, listening to Kevin talking about washing the towel for the cleaner made me think of my mom. She hired a cleaner and didn't want the cleaner to think she was dirty, so she cleaned the house before the cleaner came every week.
My wife does that. My wife does that. It's like every time before, it's like, oh, by the way, tomorrow the cleaning crew's coming. Like, me and my son look at each other like, so we got to pick up the whole fucking house.
Right. That's
because
funny.
God forbid, God forbid if the fucking people that clean your house actually, like, hey, how do you run your fucking brain on your TV? Aren't you supposed to be cleaning? There's nothing to clean.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers did it.
Angie, now this has been one of my favorite episodes thus far. The Pina Colada story. Big fan of the Pina Colada story. It's when, of course, when you got Triple H a little buzzed on the Pina Colada. The teetotaling Triple H. Shane Parsig, I love the painting behind you. At first glance, it reminds me of Coco Beware's bird Frankie being blown up. I see that. I feel it.
It's funny that the more that I've been, like, is my background, and I look at it, the blue feels a lot like the coastal waters in Czechoslovakia.
In Czechoslovakia, which is probably what she was going with. What was her name?
My girl?
Yeah, she was probably going to capture the more scenic, beautiful. And then we get the text like, well, it is a port. There is a port city. There's your certificate from Renata. The port cities. It's reminiscent of the port cities.
Right.
In case anyone's wondering.
I always call them coastal, but,
Vince 22, the analysis of Ric Flair's last match and Sean's comparison to Sinatra's duets was perfection. The Kliq This podcast became the best podcast quickly. I agree with you on all counts. Art Minus Me, looking forward to hearing some awesome music stylings from Nash, covering Motorhead on the pod for the Triple H theme. Also, might need a 2-part episode for the Bunkhouse Stampede. Well, you'll get Bunkhouse Buck and then the Bunkhouse Stampede instead of your 2 episodes. How's that? They're putting you over for your musical stylings when you unleashed some vocals on us. Was that last week?
Yeah, it's I've got several albums out. I did one with where I actually Garth Brooks used an alias, but I actually did all the vocals for him.
Your sales could be right up there with Shatner's gimmick from the 70s, from the Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. It's brilliant. Shatner's still going. 90 what? 90?
At least 90, I know that. Last time I saw him, he was 90.
Ryan from the gym. This week sucked ass. Going to drink Kevin Nash's favorite wine, Orange Swift Papillon, and watch Diesel versus Bret Hart at Survivor Series 1995 on repeat until I can recite the match back. Then I'll move on to the Bunkhouse Stampede. More than one person, by the way, did take photos of their bottle of Papillon.
Nice.
And post it this week. So
very nice.
Either you drove some sales or they were already fans. Who knows?